Shalom. Let's start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and Elder Great Millstone, citations to those collectors pushing his truth across the four corners of the earth, all faith, truth, and sincerity. All right, it's the brother Wanna from the Birmingham Camp Alabama GMS. And we get to the sentence going to about, this article I ran to, about the Independent, going to about, the biggest crash in the world, the biggest crash in the world history is coming. You got experts, and this expert right here, Robert Kiyosaki, he predicts an economic crisis in October. So this month. So still some time in this month, another week. We'll see how things, if possibly could happen. Stock market could crash. But according to Scripture, the word of the Lord, the men of the Lord doesn't know, according to the word of the Lord, that it will come. Thus said the Lord, a great crashing is coming. A great stock market crash is coming to, America, Babylon the Great. So I'm gonna read some of this article. I just read the title. So personal finance expert Robert Kiyosaki warned it. The crash is coming regardless of whether the U.S. debt ceiling is raised or what measures are imposed by Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen or Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell. So yeah, he said, Robert Kiyosaki said a crash is coming. He said, regardless if the U.S. keep on, pumping money, raising the debt ceiling, it's gonna come. Eventually, you keep on pumping something. You keep on pumping up, that debt. What's gonna happen? It's gonna implode. It's gonna come down. That's what's gonna happen. But I said this is going to be the biggest crash in the world in world history. We have never had this much debt pumped up. The debt to the GP ratio is out of sight, Mr. Kiyosaki said. So yeah, he said this is gonna be the biggest crash in world history. So yeah, this is gonna be the great crashing that's coming, man. You had the stock market crash in 1929, which experts saying is looking like the same as what happened in 1929. It's looking like now. It's like leading up to that, but it's gonna be worse. This is gonna be the greatest crash. So this is gonna be the crashes, all crashes coming. But Mr. Kiyosaki said that the stock market was being artificially inflated by the Treasury Department and the Federal Reserve with decisions disconnected from the realities of the current economy in the United States. So yeah, that's what's coming, man. The great stock market crash is on the way. But the reason why Miss Yellen and Miss Powell are scrambling, he said, is they expanded the volume of money while the velocity of money is plummeting as no one spends and their cash lingers in savings. So yeah. So they saying nobody's really spending money like that because why? It's they not this a country they're not making enough. They're trying to watch how they spend. If people not spending their money, then the economy is not gonna show as good as they say, But Mr. Kiyosaki said people don't have to go to Harvard University to understand that you can't keep printing fake. Understand that you can't keep printing fake money. That's not good. You can't keep printing this dollar that ain't backed by no gold or silver. It don't have no value. It's just a piece of paper. At the end of the day, ain't like say you got these proud people, that say I got money in this. You really ain't got nothing, bro, in your hand. But it's just, a piece of paper that ain't got no value to it, nothing at all. Gold and silver really supposed to be the currency of the world that you're supposed to use. But hey, it's Esau Edomite setup. These devil setup, man. They're using the paper dollar, as a way of currency, But I say it ain't backed by nothing. It's just a piece of paper. Then let's say you got digital money that's something that's thin out, money that get moved around, I say they don't have no value, man. That digital money, it could be lost at any time. Somebody can hack into your account, whatever, and take what you got in your account, man. It's gone. So that tell you that this place is over with. The truth of the word, Lord, from the apostle Ezra, brethren, a great millstone, we've been warning you, telling you that the Lord Yahweh Shai, first and foremost exposing this devil, for what he is, nothing but a liar, and he full of deceit and fraud, and nothing these Edomites devils say or do is not benefiting to the people or to the earth, So it's all just leading up to this devil Esau Edomite's kingdom, going down. That's about what's about to come. This wicked kingdom Esau Edomite gotta go down. So the next ruler should have come. It's gonna be the next ruler, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native, starting with the elected men of the nation Israel, Israelite men, and when Lord Yahushua returns, to redeem his elect from out of this, madness and chaos that's about to come upon this place, America, Babylon the Great, into the world, and hopefully, me myself, hopefully be a part of righteous number to have mercy and deliverance from the Lord, to not get that wrath and fire, that wrath and destruction by way of that fire when the Lord Yahushua return with the chariot, so-called UFOs, and ultimately the thermonuclear missiles. They're gonna be shot towards America, Babylon Great, into different countries, but not the whole earth is not gonna be destroyed, and not all the countries of the world not gonna be destroyed when this thermonuclear holocaust happens. But it said the money has not gone into the economy that. The money has not gone into the economy. That's the sad part. So the rich get rich and the poor and the middle class get poorer. It's tragic what's happening today. So yeah. So hey, that's what it is, man. I say, man, it's all like saying, this setup and system. It's just set up for these devil Esau Edomites to keep the people in subjection as slaves, and work your butt off, and you still ain't getting nowhere. Why they goddamn just taking taking away from you, from your taxing you off your money, off the money that you work for, and so forth, taking a percentage out of your bank account, whatever it may be. They take a percentage out of you. You might not see it, you might catch it later, but you don't see it at first. But like I said, these devils, they find ways to just rip you off, man. So there's really nothing good, about this place in America, Babylon Great, and this Esau Edomite's kingdom, man. Cause he but a lie deceiver, man. He's the devil, and this devil Esau Edomite, his kingdom is finna go down the drain, and finna get burnt up. But rightfully so, man. Great judgment coming to this devil Esau Edom, man. So I'm gonna go to Zephaniah 1:10, and it shall come to pass in the day, said the Lord, that there shall be a noise and a cry from the fish gate, and a howling from the second, and a great crash from the hill. So yeah, the first one, 1929, on Wall Street, stock market crash. That fish gate. Going to the fish gate, the stock market. What does the stock market do? Go up and down, right? So going to that fish gate. So it's like an unstable thing. Devil is not really that stable. The stock market. I said eventually, like I said, it's not gonna be stable soon, because soon to come. Hopefully it could be this month, but in October. But we know to come that eventually it's gonna crash. It's no more up and down. It's gonna eventually it's gonna come down, and it's not gonna come back up. Everything will go down here from there. This place, America, Babylon the Great. And the howling from the second, the one that happened in 2008. You had a house and bubble crash. That happened in 2008. And the great crash from the hills, the up and coming crash is coming, is gonna wipe out mess up everything. And once this crash coming about, there's no coming back. It's done. It's finished. It's out the door. All hell gonna break loose, And a new currency. And the problem to the solution gonna be the RFID chip, MOTV in Revelation 13. That's gonna be the new currency where, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell unless you have that MOTV. That's coming. So with that, I didn't want to make this too long. I'm going to that. So again, like all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahshua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, to the apostles, elders, to the Sasakin brothers, to the few Aqua sisters, to do listen, keep the faith, and Yahshua keep firm with this. Say shalom.